I would say to go into camp with an open heart and an open mind, because you think you're going there just for the economics, but you're going in there for so much more, and you get so much out of it, honestly. It definitely has changed me.
I understood that economics was the driving force of our entire economy, of our entire nation, but I didn't understand exactly how much, to what depth it actually mattered. But I knew that it needed to be known. So that was my primary motivator to attending this camp, was to achieve a greater understanding of economics. The camp was split into two parts. There was the economic portion in the morning, and then there was the afternoon portion of leadership building. And both had their tools that I can walk away with. One, in the morning, it was a crash course in economics. I'm currently taking an economics course with my school. 4 weeks in, we're still about maybe halfway through the second day of this crash course. That's how much economics was stuffed into this first portion of the camp. But on the other hand, then there's the relationship. And I didn't understand that before, but I think I kind of have an understanding about it now, is that the entire foundation of economics, there's not very many mavericks out there, so to say, just standing out there on a pinnacle of their own economy. One person can't do that. It requires building relationships.
Because we live it, honestly. In this society, we cannot function without knowing economics. It's the basics. If, say, I were to start a business, I would like to know how the economy is run, how to run my finances, what is going to make me profitable. And it's just, I think it's necessary. It's really necessary.
I'm looking at going into the medical field. I personally want to become a pathologist, which means a lot of medical school. However, setting up any kind of business, if I want to set up my own clinic or anything like that, that's all economics. Everything is going to be economics from here on out. Paying my rent, credit, going to the bank and opening an account. Everything has to do with economics. And it's the driving force of the United States.
Studying my peers as we go throughout and graduating together eventually, it worries me a little. Where do they know where it's coming from? Do they know where the money's coming from? Do they know what happens to their funds when they join the workforce? Is America making its own money, or are we getting it from other people? And they don't know, many.
They say that economics is a social science because it's dealing with, people, and people usually will act along certain guidelines when presented with a situation. And that's how economics is based off of. That's how I guess I'm more prepared to deal with people, is that if you make something cost more, then they're going to be weighing it in their mind more and more. How much is this item really worth to me? Is it worth the increased cost? Is it worth the increased effort it's going to take me to get it? And opportunity cost, whether my time is worth this, whether I could be doing something else.
I'm uncertain, honestly. I don't know, since so much has changed, and growing up and maturing more, the more I see, the more uncertain I become, because I don't know. I honestly don't know what my future will be.
You don't understand how this world works right now. If there is, you're walking around blindfolded, basically. If you aren't able to understand why a business does what it does, why the economy is trending towards a certain way, why a country itself is going to put, let's say, a tariff on a certain good, then how can you say that you are an informed citizen of this world? Yeah, absolutely, they're not. Yeah, and shouldn't vote.